Can the next president really lower your grocery prices? A fiery Chicago mayor as he directs a complete overhaul of his school board.
The power doesn't have to be flexed. The power just is.
And celebrities playing a big role this year in politics. But does it make a difference? Thanks for joining us. This is The Brief. I'm Marianne Ahern. Next, your retirement. You might not be thinking about it today, but you better start thinking about it, and we'll speak to a financial planner. Joining us now, Bill Geiger with Geiger Wealth, a trained economist and financial planner. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
We want to hear not only what you think, but what your clients are telling you. What about the economy? Is it robust, or are there concerns?
There are concerns for my clients for sure. For me as an economist, I believe we're going probably into stagflation. Unemployment is going up, and at the same time inflation is going up. And inflation in the economy is probably the number one concern on my clients' minds as they come into the office.
Stagflation.
Stagflation. Everything. Stagnation and inflation. The economy slowing down and inflation at the same time.
Interest rates, they've started to creep down. Is it enough? Is it enough for people who have been waiting to perhaps refinance, or those first-time buyers to say, I'm in?
Marianne, they're actually heading in the other direction now. They hit their low in August of about 3.5%. As of this morning, it was 4.1%. When the Consumer Price Index came out this morning, inflation was up, and so were interest rates.
You said people are concerned. What are they telling you about the election? Do they see that Harris or Trump, do they believe there's one with a stronger message?
With respect to them, Trump. Yeah, they're so worried about it. When Harris talks about taxes, it sends a chill down everybody's spine. Taxes on unrealized capital gains. You have something, you haven't sold it yet, and they're talking about taxing it.
Explain what that is. So if I had a $200,000 house, yeah, and those unrealized, tell me what that means.
Okay, you paid $200,000 for your house. It's now worth $500,000. That's $300,000 of unrealized capital gains. You haven't sold it. It's there. And they're talking about taxing that, which is horrendous. It just scares the heck out of everybody.
What about Trump's proposal to raise tariffs? Everyone, not everyone, but the counter to that is that's going to creep down, domino effect, and we're all going to pay more.
I think it's just going to make American firms more competitive. If your color TV isn't quite as cheap, that's probably okay.
Tell me about people when you vote on your pocketbook. Younger voters have a way different pocketbook than older voters. So are younger voters going to throw caution to the wind, say, whatever, I'm not saving so much today, so I don't care about that capital gains?
You know, I think younger voters, at least in my reading and my conversations, they're really concerned about the cost of housing, about getting their first house. And between interest rates being so high and housing prices going up, they're having a really hard time doing that.
When you say that you believe that Trump is leading in the messaging, what you also hear people who say, I might not like him personally, but
the policy makes more sense to me. That's the follow-on from that. Pew Research came out with some statistics just recently. 81% of voters believe that the economy, especially inflation, is the most important thing for them in their lives. And Trump is talking about how bad it is, which everybody feels. Kamala Harris is let's tax them more.
Well, I think we need to hear from both sides, and we often don't hear from that side, so we're glad to hear your thoughts. And Bill Geiger with Geiger Wealth, we so appreciate your time.
It's a pleasure being here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.